Hello, I am Teacher Riza. Welcome back to my channel. Before moving on to our lesson, I'd like to remind everyone to please don't forget to click the like button, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on my videos. Our lesson for today is about covalent bond. After watching this video, you will be able to explain how covalent bonding takes place, illustrate the sharing of electrons, and classify the covalent compounds as polar and non-polar covalent bond. Why do atoms combine with another atom? Atoms bond with other atoms so that each atom has a stable energy level. Atoms form bonds by losing electrons and by gaining electrons to attain the arrangement as that of noble gases, where the s and p orbitals are filled with 8 electrons, except helium, where only s orbitals are being filled. All noble gases or inert gases except helium have 8 valence electrons. Noble gases have completed outer electron shells, which make them very stable. Noble gases are typically considered inert or unreactive because they have complete outer shells of valence electrons. Other elements also seek stability, which governs their reactivity and bonding behavior. Halogens are found in group 7A. Halogens are 1 electron away from field energy levels, so they are very unstable and very reactive. What is a covalent bond? A covalent bond is formed by the sharing of electrons between two atoms with identical or relatively close electronegativity values. Generally, nonmetals form covalent bonds. There are 2 types of covalent bond. These are polar covalent bond and nonpolar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond happens if the electronegativity difference between the 2 atoms is between 0.5 and 1.8. Nonpolar covalent bond happens if the electronegativity difference between 2 atoms is less than 0.5. For example, the hydrogen chloride molecule has 1 hydrogen atom with 1 valence electron and 1 chlorine atom with 7 valence electrons. In this case, covalent bond is formed between hydrogen and chlorine by sharing 1 electron. The electronegativity value of hydrogen is 2.1, while that of chlorine is 3. Their electronegativity difference is 0.9. Therefore, hydrogen chloride forms a polar covalent bond. Another example is the bond between chlorine atoms because they equally share the electrons. The electronegativity value of chlorine is 3. Since the 2 atoms share equal number of electrons, the electronegativity difference is equal to 0. Therefore, dichloride or chlorine molecule forms a non-polar covalent bond. And now, let's come to answer this activity. Illustrate the sharing of electrons and classify the covalent compounds as polar and non-polar covalent bond. Ammonia, methane, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, ethylene, dihydrogen. Ammonia molecule is consisting of 1 nitrogen atom, and 3 hydrogen atoms. Nitrogen has 5 valence electrons, while hydrogen has 1 valence electron. In ammonia molecule, 3 atoms of hydrogen form a covalent bond by sharing 3 electrons of nitrogen and hydrogen atoms, leaving behind 1 lone pair on the nitrogen atom. The electronegativity value of nitrogen is 3, while that of hydrogen is 2.1. The electronegativity difference is 0.9. Therefore, it forms a polar covalent bond. Another covalent bond is methane. Methane molecule is consisting of 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, while hydrogen has 1 valence electron. These elements share the electrons equally among the carbons and the hydrogen atoms. The electronegativity value of carbon is 2.5, while that of hydrogen is 2.1. The electronegativity difference is 0.4. Therefore, methane is a non-polar covalent bond. Sulfur dioxide is consisting of 1 sulfur atom and 2 oxygen atoms. Sulfur has 6 valence electrons and oxygen has 6 valence electrons. These elements share the electrons equally among the sulfur and the oxygen atoms. The electronegativity value of sulfur is 2.5, while that of oxygen is 3.5. The electronegativity difference is 1, therefore it is polar covalent bond. A water molecule consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen linked by covalent bonds to the same atom of oxygen. The electronegativity value of hydrogen is 2.1, while that of oxygen is 3.5. The electronegativity difference is 1.4, therefore it is polar covalent bond. Hydrogen sulfide is a covalent compound that is composed out of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to a central sulfur atom. The electronegativity value of hydrogen is 2.1, while that of sulfur is 2.5. Therefore, it is a non-polar covalent bond. Ethylene is consisting of 2 carbon atoms and 4 hydrogen atoms. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, while hydrogen has 1 valence electron. Put the 2 electrons between each bond to make a covalent bond. The electronegativity value of carbon is 2.5, while that of hydrogen is 2.1. The electronegativity difference is 0.4, therefore it is non-polar covalent bond. Dihydrogen is consisting of 2 hydrogen atoms. These 2 hydrogen atoms equally share the electrons. The electronegativity value of hydrogen is 2.1. Since the 2 atoms share equal number of electrons, the electronegativity difference is equal to 0. Therefore, dihydrogen or hydrogen molecule forms a non-polar covalent bond. That would be all for now. I hope this helps you out. Have a great day!